Hi guys, Cal here, and today I recently just hit 50 subscribers. You know what he's saying, that's not much, why am I making a special about it, as you've seen by the title? I know it's not much, but I just wanted to do it because I haven't made a video in ages, and the reason for that is I broke my collarbone, and also I broke my tripod. And I still haven't got a new tripod. I'm just propping up on actually some Lego boxes and some books. So, as you've seen by the title, I'm just going to be reviewing a load of random MOCs for my 50 subscriber special. So, let's get straight into it. Oh yeah, and you might have noticed my minifigures changed, and that's just because the hair is a more accurate piece that I recently just realised, and I changed my legs to taller because I am getting a bit taller. But yeah, let's get straight onto this video. So the first MOC that I'm going to show in this video is one of the smallest that I'll be showing, but it's still quite a great MOC. It is an accurate minifigure scaled Star Wars Vulture Droid from episode 3, the episode 3 colouring, because the episode 1 colouring has it in tan, and I do not have these in tan. I'm not sure if they exist in tan, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the pieces come in tan and dark tan. But yeah, so straight off the bat, these pieces are from the 2014 one. Most people say that it's oversized, but in reality it's actually not. Vulture Droids are actually quite large. The head isn't entirely my design. The eyes it's a bit like the Brick Vault one. But yeah, so there's some little cannons on the wings, as I said, these stickers. Lots of nice sand blue. And the wings are all on ball joints, so you can put it into its walking mode, and I'll show you that right now. Here is the Vulture Droid in walking mode. As you can see, there's these little clips on the legs. They've got some little metallic thing there that's like a feet, and that looks a bit like it. They're on the legs are on the ball joints that have double-ended dark grey, and they're just connected to the ball ones. And they have a lot of range of posability, but they are quite limited because they're so close. The head is also on a couple of ball joints, but 2 of them are just to mount it like that. And so you can just obviously retract that down. But I guess that's pretty much it for this MOC. So let's move on to the next one, which is another Star Wars MOC, but it's completely different and it's so new that I'm trying. So let's get straight onto it. So here is the next MOC. It is a Lego Star Wars architecture MOC. And if you can tell what's going on here, it is telling a kind of a storyline as Solo, and I kind of like to call these like storyline lines, I guess, storyline architecture sets, I guess. They kind of, yeah, because they resemble architecture sets, but you know, there's not that much architecture in Star Wars movies, so you can just tell out a story with scenes. So first I'm going to take a different approach with this. I'm just going to show you all the micro builds in this set, because there is quite a lot. So let's get straight onto that right now. So sure about this extreme lighting change. Both my wireless lights have just died, and I don't have any other wireless options, and there is no cable near my desk. So that's really, really annoying, and I'm so sorry that the lighting's really trash and it's really unfocused. But I really want to get on with this video because I've hit 50 subscribers, obviously, but let's just do this. So here is a microscale Imperial Star Destroyer. As you can see, there's some dark tan ships under construct, and there's all the little pulling ships that pull it over the skies of Corellia, as you remember in Solo. The next largest is, I can't remember his name, the main bad guy from Solo, the guy with like the weird red veins. His name will come to me eventually, but that's his Dryden Voss. That's it, Dryden Voss's Star Yacht. Here it is. Nice regal black and gold. There's like a roller skate piece of the engine. There's like the little cannon. There's a little stamp piece. That's meant to be the bridge up there. And it looks kind of dumb from the side because it's facing this way always. So the next largest is probably this, the Imperial Convex Transport. And as you can see, it's very simple, but it gets the point across. That's the track, the black bit, and the big pole is like holding up. And there's the car and the cockpit ones, because they go upside down on both sides, and I just dropped it. So here's the Corellia and the Millennium Falcon with the blue and the white and the escape pod. You can actually take the escape pod out, I think. Is that possible? Yes, it is. So you can go, and then it looks a bit more normal. And there's some more blue, there's the engine, there's some clips on the bottom to clip it onto the build. There's a little cockpit on the side. And yeah, it's quite nice. So the next small list, that is, here we go, the M80 Hauler. And you can adjust the wings into its flight position. And there is the little brown thing underneath that they stand on in the movie. Quite simple. And you can actually hook this onto the convex transport as well, so that's a nice feature. These ones are extremely small. That is Han Solo's speeder with the the white and the dark blue, and the little grey bit to represent the greebling at the front. Here's Monarchs land speeder, the guy that was chasing him, big grey chunky one. And lastly, the extremely small build in here. That's meant to be a swoop bike, one of the ones that are chasing the convex transport, and it's literally represented by a 1x2 fat tile. Resemblance is uncanny. So let's get on to the actual build. So here is the actual set all put back together. Starting from the far left, we have Corellia. So here's like a little building with an antenna and a dome, and there's obviously the Star Destroyer flying over. And this is the little road that goes over the wave you see. There's some waves, there's some transparent blue there. There is the road, and they're just placed on by jumpers. The next one is, I'm not sure what the planet's called, but it's a Snowy Mountain one with the convex transport. So there's a swoop bike, here's a convex track, there's the 80 Hauler, and there's Droid Voss's yacht, and as you can see in the background there are some snowy mountains. Then here's Kessel, just like the mine, just a big mountain, and there's some acid puddles, and there's like maybe like moisture evaporators. Then from the back, I didn't think there is anything at all. Yep, that's meant to represent a computer screen somehow. I just threw it in there. You can see the ugly back of Droid Voss's yacht, and then some mountains. You can see a little bit more detail on that. So let's move on to the next mock, which is one of the biggest mocks I've ever made, and I'm really proud of this mock, and I think you'll quite enjoy it too. So let's get straight onto that now. You ready for probably the best mock I've ever made? And to me, of course. So here it comes. Yep, if you know what this is, it is a Hammerhead Corvette from Rogue One, and also a bit of Rebels. It's so large you almost can't see it in the shot. Yeah, you can't see just up here, but you're not missing anything up there, don't worry. Starting from the head, you can see here are some cannons and that black strip that represents the cockpit. And there's like the grey plate that smashes into things. There's all this nice red detail and some dark grey detail, and it's quite accurate at the front. The front's probably my favourite part. So when the rest of the body is pretty much just loads and loads of these grey 2x2 slopey things, and I ran out of them because I used them all on this. I used like so many. There's even these bits that like go up here to make it higher. There's a dark red stripe on top. There's even some nice stickers on there from a Jedi Interceptor that I found that matched it. There's some nice angled bits here. There's these like docking ports here, which look nice. Some detail on the sides. Quite bare here, but I didn't want to tile it over because it looked quite bad to me. And here's an engine on the bottom. There's engines on the side. There's a little, there's some stud shooters up here. There we go. And on the back there is some really nice greebling. There's some silver pieces. There's a handlebar. There's lots of circular things. And as I said, there's the engines on top. They can actually angle, but I didn't know why you want to do that. And they also fall off really easily. So let's put that back on. Yeah, on the other side it's practically the same. On the top there you can see it's just very smooth. It's pretty much all I did for this mock. You just got to smooth it out because it's quite a smooth vehicle. And on the bottom, nothing really, just some little details there. And how the stand works, there's these little slots, and there's a receptacle on the bottom, and they just slide in there. And the engine fell off again. As I said before, the engines fall off very easily because they're just connected with two studs, and these things are quite heavy. But that's pretty much it for this mock. It hasn't got any features or interior or anything. It's just a really nice display. We got one more mock that we're going to show, and I think quite a lot of you will enjoy this too. So let's get straight into this. Here we go. We made it to the end of this video, and the final mock. It's coming down. don't know if you can tell what that is, but that is the Godzilla, King of the Monsters, King Ghidorah. And I saw someone on the Godzilla and Rodan MOCs a really long time ago now, that he wanted to see some more monsters, and I took inspiration from that. And just after I saw the movie, I went straight upstairs to my Lego room, and I started building a King Ghidorah. It's quite difficult because the gold pieces that I need, like slopes and tiles, they don't come that many pieces. They're mostly like small details and small pieces. But I did manage to incorporate it in the chest and some of the horns and the legs and stuff. But the wings, some of you might think they're ugly, but I think they're alright, but I don't think they're very good. I would have liked to use like the big black wing piece. That like it's like a big Batman wing, if you know what I'm talking about. Used on the Ender Dragon, that in gold or dark tan. But sadly it doesn't come in any colour like that, not even like yellow or something. But yeah, let's give it a full 360 view, so you can see the 3 heads with the gold horns, and lightning spewing out 2 of the mouths, some spikes on the back, there's the 2 pointed tail. The wings look kind of bad from the back because it's just all studs. The legs, they got like that 3 jointed kind of thing. It's almost like a belly button here, but that's because I used a tile there. And actually, I really like this. You can actually rotate the waist all around, and that's just done by a ball joint tucked in. The wings are on ball joints, but they can move up and down. They can move forward, but that ruins everything. The heads are on loads of different ball joints. You can move them up and down and rotate them and everything. The legs, if I show it from the side, you can see the ball joints practically. The tail is obviously a lot of joints because it's a tail. And there's like the thorns on the back. And that's pretty much it for this King Ghidorah MOC. It's I really like it, especially the heads. They look quite good. It goes well with my Godzilla MOC. I would compare the Godzilla and Rodan to this, but sadly, they are both being destroyed for another MOC which might come up soon, but I'm not sure. Another dark red Godzilla villain. Does that give any hints? Guess in the comments, I don't know. So that's pretty much it for this King Ghidorah MOC and this video. And once again, thanks again for 50 subscribers. This is really good, and I think I've actually just hit 51, so that's even better. Hopefully I can get to maybe 100 by next year. Let's see if we can get that. And thank you so much everyone for supporting me, and goodbye!